Well, welcome to Ristar, everybody. We are a little bit behind, so I'm just gonna kind of kick off right here and kind of do an opening spiel about things that are happening right now as soon as I can. First things first, though, because people donated for this beforehand, I'm gonna honor a donation, but I'm also gonna talk about something while I pause the game here. For this run, it's the Red Hot Star Challenge, or Red Hot Chip Challenge. Somebody donated for me to eat one of these very hot and spicy chips. It's not the one in question for the end of the run, but it's a ghost pepper chip. I'm going to honor a donation, but I'm also going to tell you guys, for every $10 you guys donate during this run, I'm going to eat another one of these suckers. And I'm trying to chew fast so I'm not rude. Anyway, Ristar. It's a classic Genesis game that kind of falls in the same realm as Sonic did in the fact that like Sega was grasping for mascots like crazy. So, hard to do the intro to this and everything at the same time. And trust me, it's not because of the chip. It's not that hot quite yet. Basically, we have two buttons effectively. You have jump and attack, and I might actually get a... I actually might take damage and die right away here. That's a good omen. But if we have if I do give myself a moment, I'll talk about the other incentive that we have planned that you folks already voted for. So we'll get to that point when we get there. But this game is one of my childhood favorites, and it also falls in the... By the way, it's a bonus area. We're not tackling those. I could have had an incentive for that, but I had better ideas. Come down, please. There we go, got him. But the other incentive that you guys voted for and had succeed is me to eat the really spicy chip. This guy right here, the really spicy chip. So near the end of this run, and I asked Odin about this just for clarification to make sure... Oh, sorry, I didn't give you time start. My bad. We're dysfunctional as all heck. I didn't give Dirt Daddy time to give us a start time. But anyway, we'll just roll with it. So anyway, sorry, I'm like doing 5 things at once. And I'm also trying to not die while explaining everything here, nerves and whatnot. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go back to myself because I should explain things at a time. This game and Garfield Caught in the Act, the other game I played, were 2 games. Is basically I rented it in the old times. I basically rented over the course of a weekend, beat it within that weekend, and whatnot. But this game was a little bit more special to me because for some reason we were visiting my aunt for the weekend, and to keep me entertained, my parents let me bring my Genesis and then let me rent this game. So imagine, you know, nowadays, hooking up a TV is a lot simpler, or hooking up a console to a TV is a lot simpler, but we used to have to basically do, like, DIY stuff to hook up consoles to televisions. But that's kind of all that. But yeah. I'll be honest. And apologies for chewing with my mouth full. I realize it's rude. I'll be honest, these aren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. They are ghost peppers. Like, these are the hottest, like, standard chip that this company makes. These aren't that spicy quite yet, as weird as it is. This also tells you what my tolerance for spice is. Dang it, I missed him. But yeah, this boss you can actually get through really quick if you do a This boss you can get through really quick if you have like almost a frame perfect interaction with him when he's floating like this. You can actually hit him at the very top of the screen, but it's very hard. And that's first boss done. Oh yeah, there's gonna be hot chip dust on this controller. I've had this specific controller for at least I've had this very specific controller I'm using for this for at least 10 years. It stood the test of time and even stood that period of life where basically I was full gamer mode. I went full gamer mode of Doritos, chips, and Mountain Dew, as well as other meals. Anyway, I'm gonna skip forward through this. Let's see. So, just to reiterate, and this is just behind the scenes stuff, but it's better to say this instead of like type it right now. Is I'm honoring a donation that was made earlier on before we kind of set precedents for how all this would work. I've had one chip from a previous donation earlier in the marathon, but I also had one just now from Tamal's donation of $10. Yes. And I will say, if anybody wants to keep track of this themselves, for who is in the stream or the chat, just by feel and rough guesstimation, there's about 25 chips. It's basically a little snack bag of chips. So there's about 25 chips in there. I have a backup plan should it arise where I go through the entire bag of chips before the oh boy, if I go through the entire bag of chips before everything is all said and done. And if I get a second, I will show that off. Sorry, I'm trying to get... Okay, we're not going to get that. I was trying to get safety health. Actually, that'll be safety health right there. Excuse me. And now, I actually have a little bit of a waiting game, so if anything's popped up, because I know this is like, donations kind of hinge on what is going to be done throughout this segment, so if anything's popped up, let me know. $20, $25, somewhere in that range, yeah. Yeah, let's crush 10,000. I'm here for it. Chip train. Doritos chips. In the chat. Dorito chips in the chat. And I will honor... Let's see. I will honor, like, if it doesn't have to be $10 plus, I'm gonna say. I will say, like, if somebody does 20, I'll put 2 chips in my mouth. Let's do that. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go a little stupid, go a little nuts. But regardless of how many of these quote-unquote smaller chips that I've been calling them I eat, I will still eat the super hot Pocky chip that I've got on my right side here, which I showed the box off for earlier. Dang it, I missed my shot. Which, I guess well, I'll try and talk more about the game in a minute, but I want to make sure I discuss the incentive and everything that's on my mind about that really quick. Yes? Go for it. I can hear you, says yes. Why cannot... Hold on. No, everything's unlocked. Okay, let me do a really minor tech thing. We'll use this as a holdover. Hold on, chat. Okay. Sis, would you mind saying something? Oh my gosh. Well, here's the question I have to ask. Can chat hear the game? Well, now while it's paused. Can chat hear the game in some capacity? Okay. I disconnected and reconnected to Discord. That's what I did behind the scenes, so to say. That is strange. I don't know how. I'm not sure how I can really fix this because I'm pretty sure it's on my end as well. Yeah, because I can hear Sis just like chat. I can hear Sis perfectly fine right now in the Discord call that we're using this for. Like perfectly audible. Okay. Goodness, I don't know what I can. Again, I don't know what I can fix on my end right now. I guess I should take a moment. I should try and take a moment to fix this as well. But I guess what I will say in the interim is, because you probably didn't hear Sis mention it. Tamal did make a donation to have me eat another chip. So if there was like a weird silence and suddenly a chip goes in my mouth, that's why. Well, I suppose let me follow this up with you. Wait, I don't need to go this way. Let me follow this up with you guys, chat, because I can kind of see you guys in the corner of my eye while I'm doing this. You were able to hear Sis just fine during Bubba's run, yes? Oh, okay. Actually, hold on. It's doing... Nothing is muted. And everything's set up in the right spots, too. Tech, it's fun. I think I see what they're trying to do. I don't have you muted. I can mute you through my end if necessary. Okay. I tried to unmute or mute and unmute Sis. I don't know if that's fixed anything at this point. And I've already like I said, I've already disconnected and reconnected Discord in case it's being weird like that. I've actually got you turned up decently high, but it could possibly be a balance. Now I got you at 100%. I should be capturing the call audio, because I don't... No, all audio right now is feeding into my headphones. Into my headphones, and that includes Discord, everything is through my headphones. Let me try one last thing. I don't think okay, I switched something around. Can you try speaking again?
Hello.
There he is.
Hi.
I figured out the issue. Sorry guys, that is on me.
We figured it out. Hi, chat.
We'll keep going with this.
I missed you. Alright. Keep playing.
So, to explain what happened is, to set Discord to defaults, it's, setting Discord's defaults. These headphones have basically two channels on it. Even though I could hear Sis, it defaults it to the channel that's not hooked up to everything else. I turned Sizz back down. If he's still too loud, let me know, and I can turn him down some more.
Please let me know. Hi.
Oh, I got extra life from all that. Oh, you love tech. You love tech issues. Anyway, now we're done with that that whole kerfuffle and flop.
Still sounds a little bit loud.
We got loud. All right, I can fix this during this intermission screen. Which I can skip these, but we want to get tech working before anything else. So I'm going to pull you down to about 80%.
Okay.
So this is at 80%. While we went, well, now that we are past that point of issue, have we had any donations for me to consume more hot chip outside of Tamal's donation?
Yes, actually, yeah. So I wanna make sure Tamal's donation gets read off on stream, just so he hears it. Tamal, thank you for the $10. Said Scooter looks like he needs some spice in his life, and you did eat that chip. So thank you, Tamal. We also just got a donation from XX Dragon Ball Z X4X. They donated $40. So I would assume that would be 4 chips, correct?
That is what I'm going to honor.
All right, 4 more chips coming right up. Thank you, Dragon Ball. If there was meant to be a comment with that, let somebody know. We can get that right off because it didn't come through with one, unfortunately.
And I'll kind of work through these one at a time. I understand people eating on stream is a little bit of an issue for some people, so I apologize. Also, for this stage, I may have to take a moment and kind of ruin my own time just to set up something. But this stage has the boss or mini boss at the very end of it is a memory match game or a memory game. And people who don't know me, I have terrible memory. Like, holy cow, is my memory terrible. Like, I'm surprised I'm remembering Sizz's name is Sizz. This level's terrible.
It's a good thing we've been saying it all day. That probably helps you.
True, which I'm going to get that all set up right now because it's coming up. Anyway, there's one. Like right now, I just forgot the order, so I have it written down. Oh, have to grab that. We're going to take damage because I missed the first one when I was looking down to write more. So we're probably going to take a hit on this just because I wasn't paying attention when I was getting ready to write. Okay. Oh, shoot. Well, you died anyway. Welcome to professionalism. And I still have 2 more chips to eat, but I was trying to get this all set up. Let me get another one in.
Now, I have never played Ristar myself, but I've always wanted to. It always seemed like a very fun, cute little platformer.
It is very fun. It is also a bit grueling as I proceed to mess up the combo again. This is my run killer, by the way, everybody. This is what kills the run for me every time I play this game. It's because my memory is so bad, I can't remember anything beyond 4. Which I'm going to tear off another sheet for myself here.
Also have an update for Dragon Ball's donation. They have to say, "Love you like a brother, Scoots, and you know I do this out of good spirits." That being said, you're gonna getting more spice with 4 more chips. If it's not spicy at all, then hopefully it tastes pretty good.
Thank you, DBZ. I still have to honor one of your chips at least still, which I'm going to do right now. But I have 4 more on the board, and I think my estimate of 20 was about right. What? Did you realize it's very hard to do a speed run, commentate for it, and everything else all at the same time without looking like a disgusting human being? That's what's happening.
It's a challenge for sure, but you're doing amazing, Scooter.
Dankeschön, my friend. Anyway, I got another life health points. By the way, I'm playing on normal difficulty. But yeah, Ristar is as I was saying before, Ristar is a very fun game, a very cute game, but it can be punishing. It also has some minor physics things with the whole swinging thing you see me do every now and again. And while you're doing that whole like swing through the air at rapid speeds, you actually are invincible. Which is why they don't give you that opportunity too often. There's also some.
Oh, you can go.
Sorry, I was just about to say there is some rather tricky platforming bits here, which in most platformers it's going to happen as we go. Oh no, I didn't want to do
that. We got a $10 donation. By the way, we are up to $9,610, which is amazing. We're inching ever closer to that 10,000 mark. Let's definitely hit it. But we got a $10 donation from the Golden God, who has to say, "Of course I don't have a collection of skin luggage, D. Don't be ridiculous. Think of the smell. You haven't thought of the smell, you..." Now you say another word, and I swear to God, I will dice you into a million little pieces, and put those pieces in a box. A glass box, that I will display on my mantle. Thank you, the Golden God.
Okay, so I think unless, what was that amount again? Because I didn't hear it.
That was a $10 donation, so that is another chip. One more chip for you.
Okay, I think I'm still at, I think right now I have 4 to go. Also, this boss is a rough boss. Just because he blocks. Only boss in the game that can block. Or does block, so you have to wait for the opening. You know, Smash Brothers tech. Also, these moments right here where he just kind of swoops around. If there's any lives lost or game overs, it will also be here. Like, I just hate this planet overall just because I do die a lot. Also flashing up the number I have left to eat based on donations. But I do have a backup plan, which I'll show once we get there. And I'm not all too thrilled with it, but I'm still going to do it. Saying we run out of these bite-sized chips before the end of the round. Anyway, this boss you have to avoid his claw attacks, and I basically have shown you all of his attacks where he basically tries to make a shockwave, or he'll fly in the air and shoot his claws at you. And then during those other segments, he will try to. During those other segments, when we're basically falling through the level, it's a kind of a timing thing. But I have terrible reaction timing. When he's flying down, you have to basically grab him to do damage. So this segment lasts forever until you actually grab him and deal damage. But that is also the end of the boss fight. I now have 2 more chips left after this. I lied, by the way. He fights. Anyway, I'll show you Plan B. I haven't even opened this thing yet. Plan B. I'm gonna take shots of mango habanero salsa. Shots are gonna be up to my discretion and size, but I'll take shots of mango habanero barbecue sauce. Sorry, not salsa. And you can probably tell by the colors, this is specifically Buffalo Wild Wings brand, so you know how spicy that is. That's what we're dealing with.
We got a $10 donation from K-Man that says, "I accidentally ate another produce sticker on an apple I bought. To retaliate, I'm making Scooter eat something equally displeasing." So that is one more chip for you, Scooter. And to K-Man, I have to say, you ate the sticker, dude? You ate the sticker that's all over the fruits? Don't tell me you eat stickers all the time, man. That's gross.
Anyway, oh dang it. I managed to mess up, at least it's a tutorial, but I managed to mess up the tutorial. So this planet has, well, not this level, but this planet we're on now is my favorite planet in the game. It's the music planet. Surprise, I'm a band geek. But it's the music planet, and the stage after this is going to have my my second favorite track in the game. So overall, after you get through, for me at least, when you get through the lava world, the game becomes increasingly more enjoyable. Also, I have 2 more chips to eat, just for anybody that's trying to keep track at home. But yeah, this level is all about taking this metronome to the end of the stage, and then giving it to the end of a segment, and then giving it to a bird who's waiting there, who forgot how to music. Only problem is, if any of these little dudes grab it, they take it from you. Also, way up there on that harmonica we saw, there's another special stage. Something I should mention is that there is a special stage you can go to on every single level. I don't think it's going to happen, but if we happen to have like an extra moment of time, if I manage to like get a moment of time extra, I'll at least show the bonus that's on World 1 to kind of give you a feel for what it's like. Ugh. I will say, those chips are spicy, but they're not bad. I think if I actually ate chips as regularly as I did back in my younger days, I probably would actually buy a bag of these chips. They're pretty tasty, even though they're ghost pepper and the spiciest flavor they got. I said I had 2. Oh, dang, that's what I got. I say I have 2 chips left, so let me get those other 2. Let me get one of those 2 here in just a second. Alright. So I pause for cheap.
We got a $20 donation from Tamal, who just says, again. So that is 2 more chips for you, Scoots.
Alright, I got 3 more down. I'm not gonna lie, this bag's actually getting a little light. So we might be moving on to the streamer's decision of size on mango habanero salsa. Or barbecue sauce. Either way. I keep trying to avoid. I don't want to pick up those bombs. Shoot. Get the ledge. There was something else I was going to say, I think, about this game, or something in general. But it has currently escaped my mind, so my apologies. I guess something I will say, compared to the other run I did during SGM2 here, is, dang it, is conversely to Mario Caught in the Act, where I said you can pretty much just run forward and hold the attack button and you'll beat the game. Even though this game has less buttons to use compared to that, you actually can't just hold forward and win. It does require a lot more skill. I would say more on par with, the skill for this game, I want to say, is probably closer to on par with, I'm going to say Mario 2, oddly enough, where you have to be timing. Also, I could talk about regional differences, because the English and Japanese versions of this game are different. I also missed my time for an attack. So in the Japanese version of this game, on this level, in this boss fight, there's actually an arrow that'll appear above the enemies here to say this enemy is about to attack. And we have to defeat all 3 of these, hitting each of these birds 3 times in order to beat the level. Now, when their heads aren't down, they're invincible. Or, yeah, when their heads are up like this, they're invincible. But also, they get the vibe while they're like this. But yeah, just a little arrow will appear above their heads to say, hey, this one's about to slam down.
I want to announce that we got a big raid in the chat. Thank you to Dire Saint for the raid. We really appreciate it. Welcome on in. We are the Stacked Game Marathon. We are raising money for Stream for a Cause. We are nearing the end of our 3-day, 64-hour marathon nonstop. We started on Friday at 8 a.m. And have been going ever since. We are trying to inch ever closer to our ultimate goal of $12,000, which we will then give away a Nintendo Switch. If we make it to, I believe, $10,000, then we will be giving away. We'll giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. So welcome on in. Chat some people up. Ask some questions. We'll answer them.
I need to hold on that. Oops. If I may borrow a phrase, and I'm probably using it wrong, Steiner is failing hardcore right now.
You got it right. That's good.
Yeah, I eventually got there. I'm failing hardcore at a game I played a ton throughout my childhood and even practiced at least once before this marathon I'm kind of loving. But anyway, this level actually is my second favorite song in this entire game. Which I hope you get to hear throughout my antics of flopping about the stage. Poor word choice, we roll with it.
I will say, I believe it's the stage transition, or like the planet transition music for this game. It's only about like 40 seconds total, but that's one of my all-time favorite themes. I just love it. It's so adventurous, I think.
Oh yeah, it's a great track.
I think there's like Ristar goes like come on, or he says something cute like that, and
Yep.
I like that.
I unfortunately have to skip it just because of the run. Also, I died. Good thing I'm keeping lives. But just because of the nature of the run, we don't get to hear the come on. Like there are, it's very crunched, we'll say, but he does have little voice clips for just about everything he's doing throughout the game.
Yeah, it's a shame Ristar didn't catch on more, because just looking at him, he's a very, very cute, expressive, mascot platformer in a time when those were really big. So it's weird to maybe think about a different timeline where maybe Ristar caught on more than Sonic or something, and we have Ristar in Smash instead. Exactly.
Although I will say, Ristar wasn't completely dead and thrown to the wayside. He is the flag waver, or the Lakitu, of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Oh, that's cute.
Anyway, this boss fight, probably my most hated boss in this game. And also, just for the purposes of, speedrunning, also going to be very problematic. I'm probably not going to take as many risks as I normally would during this boss fight trying to go fast, just so I don't have to die and redo a whole bunch of it. But basically, every time he's on this podium, he'll drop sour notes, and then every time you hit him, stained glass from the ceiling will fall. Which, all that hurts you. I'll also mention, is that while the Big Bird we're fighting is singing, he actually does distort the music. Like the music for the boss fight actually does fully distort. And also another thing, the little bird there, if you're having problems fighting this guy, if you let the little bird sing and get 4 notes going, he'll actually drop you a health power up. So you can go throughout it's like 4 to 6 notes he'll generate. And when he does that, he gives you a health power up. Anyway, let me get that last chip in for donations. Reminder, I'm going to say it myself, even though Sis should probably doing this. Every $10, I eat another one of these ghost pepper tortilla chips.
Yes, that is correct. For every $10. And how many would you say are left in that bag?
We got about 6 or 7 left.
6 or 7 chips left? I think we can do it. We're actually $60 away from hitting 9,700, which I would love to do before my time announcing is up in about 30 minutes. So I think we could do it. Get the word out. Let some people know what we're doing here, and we'll make it no problem.
Yep. Another quick regional difference thing in this level is this scene that we're having right here at the start doesn't exist in the Japanese version. So when you're playing the Japanese version, I'll show you when the Japanese version kicks off. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. This is where the Japanese version starts the level. So I could have saved time by playing the Japanese version of this game, but I grew up playing the English version. I figured I'd just still show the version that I grew up with, so everybody else can enjoy it as well. And I think as somebody pointed out, and I think somebody pointed this out, this could be a hopeful speculation they made, or it could be what's actually happening. For the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass is going to include Sega games. This game is going to be part of it. So if you like this game and are planning on getting the expansion for the Nintendo Switch Online, keep this on your radar.
Yeah, I believe that's confirmed. I can't remember off the top of my head if that was one of the launch titles, or if that would be one that they would be adding later. But it will definitely be on the that expanded Switch Online service at some point soon.
So, another special stage up there. Again, I'm not going to show it off until I have extra time, if I get extra time. But this little guy here, I call him a monkey friend. He's probably got a proper name. He's a little hostile. He's like Knuckles. So we're going to have a snowball fight with him to teach him a lesson. How you make snowballs, you just stand still for a minute. You stand still for a minute, and then Ristar will automatically make a snowball. But once that snowball is made, you can then pick it up to throw it. And the only problem is, this guy takes 3 hits to KO. Oh, I actually timed it. I got like frame perfect. Dang it. He takes 3 snowballs to hit. But this guy is basically, but like I said, this guy is basically like Knuckles. So you gotta basically knock a little sense into him, and then he'll wisen up. But thankfully we do it in a very non-aggressive format. You know how Sonic just beats the stupid out of Knuckles? We're just having a friendly snowball fight to show we're the better Eskimo. He does have an audio cue, which I guess I'm kind of listening for while I'm doing this. Hey, there we go. See, look, he's actually a cute little guy. He'll be our friend and help. And he'll help during the actual boss fight, which we're not going to go do now. We're doing a water ice level, which I never got since we did. I was dealing with tech the first time we got to a water level. Water moving in this game is absolutely fantastic. You basically point a direction and then you press the jump button if you want to go faster. That's all it is for swimming. So it's kind of like frog suit swimming if you've played, if you are familiar with Mario Bros. 3. Or I guess frog suit is also a Mario Maker, so I think it's the same concept though. I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Mario Maker 2, so I don't know if frog suit functions the exact same way in Mario Maker 2 as it does in Mario Bros. 3. Also, Evil Santa, who drops missiles. Merry Christmas, kids. You're getting missiles. Merry Christmas, you're getting missiles for your presents. You've been a very bad boy. Kid. Person. Also for me, if I'm flubbing around, if I'm kind of like flying about a little bit haphazardly. Much like with Garfield, because of everything that's been happening personal-wise, I've only had like a chance to practice this, so I might not be as proficient as I think I am with this game. Oh, okay, we're gonna get up here and stay safe from the vortex about to blow us back. And just eat several amounts of damage. Also, the fun part of this level where we kind of jump back and forth. So, I guess while we're going up slowly, semi-auto-scroll style. Sizz, has anything popped up?
Let me see here. No new donations at the moment. but I assume everybody is busy spreading the word, right, chat?
Spread the word. Hey, even if you can't donate anything, which I totally understand, struggle mode is the thing. If you can't donate, spreading the word in any way you can helps just as much.
Absolutely, 100%.
Anyway, one last regional difference here. Second last regional difference. This guy looks kind of like a generic Eskimo. In the Japanese version, he's a robot cat.
So why would they change that exactly?
No idea. I don't think anybody really knows why half the things have been changed in Ristar. Anyway, we have to feed him soup, because he can only be damaged by heat from the inside. So our little monkey friend from earlier is the one who provides us the soup to damage him. But he's also not gonna let us just do that. He's also not just gonna let us do that without a fight. I have chat open on the side, by the way, so I can see a lot of these comments. So I can see a few comments. I mean, if you want to snackatize me, Captain, I will take a snackatize. Dang it, I missed the timing. But I will say, if you ever want to look at it, Itamor, Itamor, is this guy's name. If you want to look up his Japanese counterpart, it's really weird. Like I said, it's like basically the same shape and everything. It's just that he is very much. I'm waiting for the soup. I threw the soup away. He's just very much a cat robot in his Japanese counterpart. Oh. I am also doing terrible. Normally this is not the boss that gives me this much problem. But something I will say, because it does matter, because you guys met the incentive as soon as I put it out there in the world, that if we hit 8.5k overall, I would eat that Pocky Chip. I want to remind you that I'm confirmed this behind the scenes. I confirmed this behind the scenes, and that I'm going to do it. Oh geez, here we go again. And I will eat it basically when I hit the end of my run. I'm not going to say the other word because I'll cause Dirt Daddy to push buttons. Oh, that was the last hit. Cool. But I will eat that very hot chip at the very end of all this. So it's gonna happen. I'm not holding out on you guys. I'm just making sure I can actually function throughout the entire run. Otherwise. Anyway. I have learned throughout the current, as of this game, the 4 games I've run for SGM, do not say the T word when tech is running behind the scenes, because that's like a trigger word that says hit the button. Anyway, we're moving on to goodness. I'm trying to remember what this planet is. I'm trying to remember what this planet is. Talk about it for a minute, so I can kind of give a clever segue into Sizz if there's anything that's popped up. Oh, it's the last planet. Okay, so it's the last world. Hey Sizz, is there anything that we should know about before we go through the last world? I'm gonna take that as a note at the moment. I may have missed a notification that he has stepped away, potentially. That's on me. Anyway, this world is kind of like with all good platformers. It's a combination of everything we've learned so far, but also some other weird mechanics. I also missed to have free health up. Go me. Oh yeah, so, by the way, there's just water here now. There's water that you can't see that is slowly lowering, so we can't just wait around and for like the perfect timing on a lot of stuff. We do have to just go. I will take oh, I thought that was safety health. Anyway, this part it teaches you a mechanic that you probably haven't messed around with too much in this game, is climbing walls. If you do the timing right, you can actually climb walls by hitting diagonally up and right or up and left, and slowly climb a wall, and climb a wall that way. And now I'm gonna be a little bit. Okay, there we go. This segment always gets me a little. These couple segments get me a little on edge because the checkpoint for this is rather not friendly. But actually, I think right here is the checkpoint for the boss. Anyway, blast through that wall. And now we have a commander of the little guys. I don't know. You can attack these little guys, whichever they're called, as much as you want, but we're basically trying to hit that one. But 3D is a thing. There we go. We basically want to hit the guy with a special helmet. I think it's like 6 or 7 hits. This is the pattern we didn't want. I will say, something I haven't mentioned is when you're hitting enemies, you have like, I'm going to say like in terms of 30 FPS, or 30 frames per second, you have about 7 frames of invincibility between when your attack ends, or when you land on the ground after you do an attack. And this is the attack I hate the most because it requires timing and to avoid... Where are you throwing it? He's going to throw one right at me directly in a second here. But yeah, it's you have a couple frames of invincibility between attacks. So if you attack rapidly, you can stay safe, but it's still not. But you still want to play it safe otherwise. Okay, that's actually like the first time in a long time I've actually not died to that boss.
I have returned, and I have several donations to read off and a bit to perform if now's a good time.
Now would be a plenty fine time because I've got to go through kind of a gauntlet.
Okay. Well, we got first of all we got $20 again from Dragon Ball Z. No comment again on that one, but just let somebody know Dragon Ball, and we'll get that read off. We also got $10 from LMS. I'm going to assume that means Little Marge Simpson, and they have to say, "This is what a cornfield looks like, honey." Put this on DK because I just think he's neat. So thank you, Little Marge Simpson. And we also have $10 from Dayman Ending Song Intro, and they have to say, "Sis, I am giving you a one-word song, and you do the rest. It's when Dayman Charlie sings to the waitress as he descends from the ceiling. The word is oh. If you sing this like I know you can, I will donate $50. So I think we gotta sing it, right?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so here we go. I was that little boy, that little baby boy was me. I once was a boy, but now I am a man. I fought the nightman, lived as dayman. Now I'm here to ask for your hand. So if you want to marry me, man, will you marry me? Well, come on stage and join me in this thing called matrimony. Please just say yes, do not bone me. Please just marry me. Thank you.
That makes me think I need to watch Always Sunny.
Oh, 100%. And Dragon Ball's comment was, "Looking pretty famished there. What kind of friend would I be to not allow you to get more food digested? Think of this as a small preparation before the main event."
Oh, I'm going to need all that preparation. Shoot, I died. I will say, I have mostly a lot of things prepared behind the scenes. Sorry for taking away from other donations for the moment, sis.
No worries, go for it.
I do have things of preparation behind the scenes in the chance that, you know, things go as awry as I'm hoping and wishing they do and whatnot. I do have, they're not the best, but I do have some glasses I'll put on in for safety reasons. Also, this is random chance what you get out of these doors. I have safety glasses just in case. I also have a pair of latex gloves here to put on while I am actually in the process of consuming hot chip. So, for anybody worried about my safety, I have taken some measures to make sure I don't hurt myself by rubbing my eyes unexpectedly.
That would not be ideal. The suddenly blinded Scooter was not a part of the run percent. I believe it was just any percent, correct?
Yeah, not. I didn't put blinded for at least a day on my incentive list, so to say.
Yeah. Well, maybe for the next event.
Yeah, next event I'll just go straight for the bleaching the eyes route.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Next event we'll go for the look at the sun incentive.
Oh, terrible. Anyway, I think I'm actually all caught up on chips consumed at this point, unless I have miscounted anything.
I don't believe so. That last round of donating would have been 4 chips.
I did eat 4 during your song segment, so we are
okay. Awesome. Well, that is all of them. We got 400 bits from an anonymous cheerer. Thank you for the bits, anon cheerer.
Anyway, I didn't mention this because we had donations going on, but there's a lot of really cool ideas in this segment of this. This is basically the second to last level of the game. There's a lot of really cool ideas that are basically put in and then they're one and done and never touched again. And it also makes use of the whole super speedy bit, and I also died during that segment. Hopefully I don't have to redo a whole bunch. But yeah, what I'm looking at here chip-wise, for anybody curious, I think I'm looking at, it's all broken pieces, so I'm gonna up the ante a little bit on myself, there's about 2.5, 3 chips here that are all broken bits, so I'll say there's 3 chips left. And then if we go beyond those 3 chips, the barbecue. Anyway, this boss is probably the ideal form of just go unga bunga mash face. The whole idea with this boss is you just want to keep hitting him until he collapses, and then you want to throw the Professor's Claw at the boss. Because like I said, you do have a few moments of invincibility while you're doing that. Excuse me. You do have a few moments of invincibility in between attacks, so you can abuse that for this fight. So it's hit, goad the attack, and then knock it over. Although I'm actually failing at this spectacularly. So let me try and get myself reoriented. There we go. Now there's, oh, I got myself all backwards again. Dang it. There we go. Thankfully for almost all these bosses we've had to deal with, there isn't a, he just Hadouken. I've never seen him do that, actually. Thankfully for almost every boss in this game, there's no kind of audio tell I have to go by, so I can just kind of go crazy. Please, Dirt Daddy, please. I saw that comment. Please no. Anyway, we're heading off to the final planet now, which has the last stage and also leads to a kind of a miniature boss rush. But we have to chase the creature and the good doctor. So, I'll say, I think that's what I'll say, and this will probably ring more true. By the way, they did put the detail of having the little rocket ship in the background of the transition scene too. Like they actually paid a lot of attention to the details in this game with everything. Let's see. But as I was saying, as you go further on in the game, what you get as you get later on is the game becomes more about how in time can you hit the attack button, rather than kind of playing careful dodge around certain mechanics, if that makes sense. So, the game does unfortunately boil down to unga bunga roots as you get later on. Much like with this climb segment of just rhythmic tapping to climb a wall. I did like lightly mention this mechanic earlier on, but I guess this is the first time you get to see it in action.
We had a $100 donation come in from Stage Freeze, and they had to say, "Don't say Stage Freeze, just do it." And then in quotes, but seriously says, "Thank you for performing your heart out for charity. Take 100. Thank you, Stage Freeze." So that would be, I mean, there's only a few left, right? But that would have been another 10 chips.
Yeah, so... Dang it. This boss fight... I don't know, this boss fight's going to require a little bit of concentration, so... If I get a second... If I do get a second, I will honor as much of that as I can. I'll honor as much of that as I can by, you know, basically finishing off the bag. Oh, dang it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the barbecue sauce before the end of the game at this point. I will try. But the whole idea of this boss is you're basically trying to overload it. So the doctor comes out and then you hit him and that's the damage. Strategy-wise, basically anytime you see this boomerang come out, you want to do your best to hit it. Because it is a major distraction. And then when he charges up this Vulcan cannon, you want to time it so you hit him in time to the Vulcan cannon going off. This boss is definitely the whole abuse your iframes to get in quickly and do damage. That is the last hit on this boss. And I'll take a moment here just to basically finish off the bag of cheap. But this is my favorite song in the game. So while I'm chewing, I'll be quiet for a second so you can enjoy it.
This just in, I have a very special announcement.
Oh?
Thanks to a very generous donation of $220 from Dragon Ball Z, we have reached our $10,000 goal. Let's get some hype in the chat. Let's see, their comment is, $10,000 hype train! Can't say this enough, but thank you for all the entertainment, and seeing the impact we can make really warms the hearts of all of us here. Love seeing some good people I would like to consider friends, along with others, help and support one another throughout the years. Incentive: my main guy Waluigi to be confirmed for Mario Party 3, my personal favorite of the series and game of all time. Thank you so much, Dragon Ball.
Thank you so much, dude. If I get I'll say right now, if I take a death, I will take the time to go ahead and open up this bottle of barbecue sauce. My apologies that I never get to it, but the boss fight, to explain it really quickly here, is that his name is Greedy. That's the boss's name. His name is Greedy. You can't if you have the perfect timing that you had from like the first boss of the game, you can actually get some hits in here and there, but I don't have frame perfect timing. Oh, I missed my opportunity to hit. Oh, there we go. I actually got frame perfect hit, and then I got punished. Basically, he has like 3 phases. This is phase 3 right now. If he makes when he's doing this laser thing, you basically have to go back and forth to avoid it. If he makes a black hole, you basically do your attack like this to hold yourself in place so you don't get sucked into the black hole. You can do it on enemies too if you hold the button just so you can hold yourself in place, although it's a little risky because enemies can deal 1 heart damage. But yeah, that black hole is an OKO. One hit knockout. No recovery. No saving it. You're just dead. And time.
Well, GG, congratulations, Scooter. We have a bit of a hype train going on right now. Tamal cheered a singular bit. Thank you, Tamal. Bill the Fajita has gifted 5 subs. Scottman has gifted another 5 subs. Shy Guy for Dazed has gifted 5 subs. And Wolf Kaminari has gifted 3 subs. Thank you all so much for the gift subs. Remember, all gift subs will be getting added on to the total at the end of the marathon. And bits as well. Oh, we got Cholsey with the 1,000 bits. Thank you, Cholsey. K-Man donated $10 and says, in homage of my garlic cup adventure, if you take a shot of BBQ, can you show up outside Snack's hotel room and cry, Garlic Jr.? Thank you, K-Man. Pixel Plume has donated, or has cheered 200 bits. Thank you, Pixel. Scottman has cheered 200 bits. Thank you, Scottman.
Alright.
Oh dear, I just looked back at the stream and I've seen you've put on some glasses and some rubber gloves, and now I'm scared.
I'm taking this very seriously, by the way, in terms of my own safety. As soon as this chip enters my body, I'm taking everything back off immediately so I don't burn myself and hurt myself.
That would be ideal. We would love for that to not happen to you.
So, if there's more things to read in a second here, I'll let you go with that. But, folks, this is the Pocky One Chip Challenge. This is a problem. I know it's a problem because you probably have seen videos of a team of news anchors losing their minds and demanding milk constantly while eating it. So I am not goofing around with this. Oh, I think it's breaking in pieces. Well, that's my own problem.
Pieces, give it the ear.
So, I will let you read your thing off here in a second while I suffer. For anybody else worried about my safety, I have ice cream in the freezer to help. I also have milk just to my right off camera. But I want you to look at that chip. It's like a burgundy color. So, everyone, thank you. I'm not sure if I'll be able to speak coherently in a minute here, but thank you all for all of your generous donations, for hitting 10K. You donated for this to happen, and I'm ready to take the plunge. I love you.
Good luck, Scooter. We got 200 bits from Scottman. I might have said that already, but if not, thank you, Scottman. And we got another 200 bits from Snack Attack 8. Thank you, Snack, for the bits. How we feeling, Scooter?
Still chewing. It's a really rough taste.
Walk me through it. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? As articulate as you can.
It's gritty and it tastes like charcoal.
We have also reached we've completed the level 5 hype train. Congratulations to the hype trainers. It's still going. Still time. You can any kind of cheers or gift subs. You'll get one of those sick emotes at the end. Cholsey, 500 bits. Thank you, Cholsey.
Oh, keep going if you can. I'm gonna make noises. Oh.
That's we're caught up at the moment. But we have reached over into into 5-digit territory here. $10,010 is what we're at now. Super amazing. I'm really glad we've made it here. That has unlocked the $100 Amazon gift card giveaway for the end of the marathon. So keep that in mind. That's real nice. You can use it for whatever you want on Amazon. And we are just under $2,000 away from hitting our goal of 12,000, which we will then give away a Nintendo Switch. How we feeling? I saw you chug some milk.
I lasted about a minute. Without anything to help.
That's impressive. I think you could put that on a resume, I think.
I'll put it on a resume. Oh, So, hold on.
I'm watching the delay of you cooking some milk here.
Yeah, I might need to get more milk, actually.
What kind of milk are we going with here?
This
Just
is almond milk.
almond milk? Okay, okay. I feel like that's probably a good choice compared to maybe something like 2% or skim maybe.
Huh. So this
Jules
screen
mentions
Right.
crazy how his skin color palette changed so fast.
Yep, I know. I can tell I'm red. I need to go get more milk, so slight unprofessionalism.
Go take care of yourself, dude. While Scooter is bracing to get some milk, I want to thank everybody in chat for being here for this moment. It's been a lot of fun. My shift as announcer will be ending here as we transition from Scooter's Ristar run into Master Starman's Kirby's Adventure UFO percent run. I want to thank everybody for being here. This has been a lot of fun. You've heard me a couple of times throughout the marathon. It's always a blast. Always so much fun to chat with you guys and help raise money for a great cause.
So it's already starting to fade a bit. Like, I'm still drinking milk constantly. It's fading a bit already, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say before I continue panicking and going through this milk to help with this. This screen here ties directly to the bonus game. If you complete bonus games, you basically get words to enter passwords on the option screen. And you can add fun little modifiers to the game. I think there's a mini mode. I think there's a monochrome mode.
That's cute.
So yeah, you get fun little bonuses that alter the game slightly if you complete the bonus challenges.
Now I'm seeing some talk in chat of almond milk does not help, apparently. It is akin to drinking water.
Yeah, it's helping enough. The sting is still there, but I can actually speak sentences before I have to go for another glug.
Well, that's good. That's progress.
Okay. Well, I know we're a little crunched on time. Drink.
Snack. It says to bite into a block of cheese. I don't know if that helps it, but it could be funny.
I have some shredded cheese. We could go with the 3 a.m. shredded cheese run meme.
Oh, that could be good.
But I'll be taking drinks in between me speaking here. Thank you all for donating to make this all happen in the end. I was worried about doing that. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be in the end. And I'm going to try and plug myself as fast as I can while still chugging milk to get out of this taste hellhole. As you probably see just below me, my name is PraisedScooter. I've been doing Let's Play content on YouTube since April of 2009. I upload one video a day, bare minimum. And I also stream here on Twitch. I've been doing that mostly regularly for the past 3 years. And don't worry, folks, I have ice cream. I'm going to do that as soon as I get off camera, so I can cut the professionalism when I cut it.
Well, what kind of ice cream?
Just regular vanilla.
Awesome.
So yeah, if you're looking for me online, my handle is PraisedScooter everywhere. I want to thank... This is also the last thing I'm doing, though I will be hanging out in chat for the remainder of the stream. Excuse me. But thank you all so much for this opportunity. Thanks, Odin, for inviting me on once again for Stat Game Marathon. And I'm going to thank him even more because he has trusted me to do many things. He's trusted me to run 2 blocks, be an announcer for several blocks, and be your tech host daddy Saturday night, or evening rather.
Yes, big thanks to Odin, and big thanks to you, Scooter.
I want to thank Sis for helping me with this journey, as I basically have stuffed myself full of enough hot peppers to kill a small elephant.
I'm glad to be here.
And everybody else who's been here throughout the runs to make this a wonderful event. With all my panicking aside, I think I'm coming down. I think the pain is subsiding for the most part as I go for another drink of milk. So, Dirt Daddy, if you would like to swoosh us away at any point, I think we're good, just so we can keep the ball rolling, because I know we're still behind. So, thanks everyone, and have a great evening.